Okay, we were discussing with reciprocal roots and reciprocal equation, right? I have done so many questions, so I will end this topic by taking another question and then we'll move to a new topic. So another question, or the last question from this topic is this, which is, hold on, yes. So this is the question I have. The question is, find a substitution of the form x equals to my plus n, which will transform the equation x to the power 4 minus 7 x cube plus 13x square minus 12x plus 6 equals to 0 into a reciprocal equation. Stop. Utilize this to solve the equation. Utilize this to solve the equation. Okay, so the question is, you see, this equation is not a reciprocal equation, right? This equation is not a reciprocal equation, and we don't know a general method for solving. We don't know a general method of solving a fourth degree polynomial equation. But what they are telling you, you put this kind of substitution. That means you substitute x as my plus n in this equation, and they are claiming that you find this substitution. That means you have to find the values of m and n for which this reduces to a reciprocal equation. So you have to find the substitution of this form, which will transform the equation this into a reciprocal equation. Utilize this to solve the equation. Okay, so the solution goes like this. So what we do in this equation, so by the substitution x equals to my plus n, we have, so we put this kind of substitution to this equation. That means what I'll do, wherever there is x, I'll put my plus n. That is my plus n whole to the power 4 minus 7 my plus n whole cube plus 13 my plus n whole square minus 12 my plus n plus 6 equals to 0. So what I have done, I have substituted this here, right? I've not done anything else, I've just substituted this here. Now let's simplify this. Let's simplify this in the decreasing power of y. So let's see what we get after the simplification. So it will take a lot of time. So you apply the formula for a plus b whole to the power 4. So if you use the binomial expansion, though the coefficients are 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. You should know this, right? So 1, that means this to the power 4, then this to the power 0, and then next coefficient is 4, 1, 4. So this power will decrease 1, and this power will increase. Then 146, so both square. Then again 4 on this and power cube, and again 1 and power 4. So this I have used the formula for a plus b whole to the power 4, 1 4 6 4 1, and the power of this will decrease and the power of this will increase. So power 4, power 3, power 2, power 1, power 0, and then n to the power 0, n to the power 1, n to the power 2, n to the power 3, n to the power 4. And you know this, how to expand a plus b whole to the power 4 using the binomial expansion. Let's simplify this again. So you have to open this and multiply this with minus 7. So a plus b whole cube, it is a cube. So this will go with minus again, plus b cube, that is again minus 7n cube, plus 3a square b. So plus 3, that means minus 21 a square b, plus 3ab square. So a b square, right? And then a plus b whole square, that means a square multiplied with 14 plus b square multiplied with 14, okay, plus 2ab multiplied with 14, 26 m n y minus 12 my minus 12n plus 6 equals to 0. Please go through it once. I'll also check this. There may be some mistakes. Please check. So let's arrange this in the decreasing power of y, and let's see what are we getting. Okay. So do I get any power 4 other than this? No. I have just this term as my power 4. And arrange all the y cubes together. I can see a y cube here. I can see a y cube here. I don't see any more y cubes, right? So if I take y cube common, and also you can see some more things is common. M cube is also common. So let's take m cube common. Y also has common. Y cube also has common. So what am I getting? 4n minus 7 and y cube. So this is the coefficient of y cube, right? Let's take y square. So this term has y square, and which term has y square? This term has y square, this term has y square. So there are 3 terms containing y square: m square y square, m square y square, m square y square. That means I'm writing it here, try to fit here, m square y square is again common. So what am I remaining with? 6n square, then minus 21n plus 13 and into y square. So please write here y square, this into y square, because m square y square, right? So I've taken all the y square together, and let's take all the y's together. So this term has y, this term has y 1, this term has y 2, this term has y, this term has y, and moreover they all have this one. What do I say? My common. So plus m and y also is common. So what am I remaining with? So my is gone, 4n cube, 4n cube. Next was this. So minus 21 my gone, n square. Next plus 26 my gone, n. And then how much? Minus 12. We are getting this, right? So be very careful, and definitely y. And lastly, a constant. That means independent of y. And let's see what are the things independent of y. So independent of y is this, n to the power 4. Let's go, this is taken this. Then minus 7n cube. This is there, this is there. Next, independent of y is this, plus 13n square minus 12n plus 6. So I have this equation in y, right? So I have arranged this in the decreasing order of y, decreasing powers of y. Now according to the question, they have said this substitution will make this a reciprocal equation. That means the equation that I have got is actually a reciprocal equation according to the given information. So this will be a reciprocal equation if, let's see under what conditions this will be a reciprocal equation. So this will be a reciprocal equation if, you know what is the condition to be a reciprocal equation? So the first coefficient must be same as the last coefficient. So m to the power 4 should be same as this. The second coefficient must be same as the second last coefficient. So this will be equal to this, and this will be same as this, so no need to write. So I am getting under two conditions this will be a reciprocal equation. When the first coefficient is same as the last coefficient and the second coefficient is same as the second last coefficient. So let me write these coefficients and let's equate them. So this will be equal to this, and keep that in mind, this will be equal to this, right? You can cancel one m and let's see what happens. Okay, so this will be a reciprocal equation if the first coefficient is this, first coefficient is same as the last coefficient. The last coefficient is this, n cube plus 13n square minus 12n plus 6. Please check once. This is the last coefficient. So n to the power 4 minus 7n cube plus 13n square minus 12n plus 6. The first coefficient is same as the last coefficient, and the second coefficient. So the second coefficient was, if I am not mistaken, the second is m cube 4n minus 7. So this is the second coefficient. The second coefficient must be same as the second last coefficient. M, what is the second last coefficient? It is 4n cube minus 21n square plus 26n minus 12. So according to the given, because I want a reciprocal equation, so the first coefficient must be same as the last one and the second coefficient must be same as the second last one. Now why can I cancel m from this one? Because the substitution is of the form x equals to my plus n. So definitely m cannot be 0. M cannot be 0 because if m is 0, the substitution will make no sense. If m is 0, the substitution makes no sense because it is 0 into y, this whole thing will vanish. So y will not be there. So that makes no sense. So definitely m, the value of m should be non-zero, right? So let's cancel one m. What I am remaining with, m square 4n minus 7 equals to 4n cube minus 21n square plus 26n minus 12. Definitely m is not 0, so I can cancel m from both sides of this equation. So I have this equation, and I have this equation. Using this, we have to get a value of m and n. Using this too, I have to get values of m and n. So what is the technique that I will be using? You see, I will square this. Why I am squaring this? Because I know the value of m to the power 4 in terms of n. So that value I can put it here. So if I square it, so this is what? M to the power 4 into 4n minus 7 whole square equals to, this whole thing remains with square. So what was the advantage of squaring? I have squared this and I know the value of this m to the power 4, so I'll put this value here. So or n to the power 4 minus 7n cube plus 13n square minus 12n plus 6. This with 4n minus 7 whole square equals to 4n cube minus 21n square plus 26n minus 12 whole square. So with this equation you have to solve the value of n. So again I am repeating what I have done. I have squared this. What was the advantage of squaring? I am getting m to the power 4. I am using this value of m to the power 4 here. So now I have some equation in n, though a complicated equation, but we will simplify this. So with this equation, we will have to find the value of n. We will have to find the value of n, sorry, right? So let's simplify this. The simplification will take a lot of time here, but we have to do it. Minus 7n cube plus 13n square minus 12n plus 6. Let's apply the formula for a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab. 20 into 2 is 56n. So 2 into a into b, 7 4 is 28 into 2 is this, plus b square plus 49 equals to, so you have to apply for a plus b plus c plus d whole square. So I hope you know this formula. Like you have to multiply this with itself. So you will get a cube, b cube, c cube, d cube. That means 4 cube is 64 into the power 6 plus 21 square is 441 n to the power 4 is squaring each of them. 26 square, I don't know what is 26 square. 26 into 26, 676 n square and plus 144. See how to apply the formula for a plus b plus c plus d whole square. It is a square plus b square plus c square plus d square. Okay, and then you write here plus 2 and take every possible pair. That means I will take this pair, this pair, this pair at the first. Okay, so let's see what is happening. So this into this, 21 into 4 is 84 and minus. So minus 84 into the power 5. This with this, that means plus 4 into 26 is 104 if I am not mistaken, into the power 4. This with this minus 4 12s are 48 n cube, right? And then take the second one with third and second one with fourth. That means, so if I am taking second with fourth, what I am getting, second with third, right? So minus plus is minus 21 into 26, 21 into 26, I am getting 546. So minus 546 n cube, and then second with fourth, minus minus is plus 21 into 12, 252 n square, and fourth with third with fourth, last one. So minus 26 into 12, 312. So minus 312 n, and bracket close. So the formula is a square plus b square plus c square plus d square plus 2 times ab, ac, ad, bc, bd, cd. So this is the formula that I have applied on the right hand side. Now again a big task is remaining to multiply this with every term. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So you will get 15 terms, right? You multiply this with this 3, this with this 3. You will get 15 terms after multiplying, and after simplifying. This I am jumping a step. You please verify. So the right hand side I have simplified, but what you do, you please multiply the left hand side, like n to the power 4 into 16. This will become 16 n to the power 4 and so on, right? And try to do these things. You again simplify the left hand side. So if you simplify the left hand side, what are you getting? 16n to the power 6, right? 16n to the power 6, and this with this you'll get. Okay, let me do it then. It will take a lot of time, by the way. So let's see what can be done. So there was a slight mistake here. So a square, no, I am squaring this. I'm squaring this, so 4 square is 16. So if you simplify the left hand side, that means you multiply this with this, you will get something like this: 16 n to the power 6 minus 168 n to the power 5 plus 649 n to the power 4 minus 11, let me write it down, n cube plus 1180 n square minus 624 n plus 144. So this is actually the right hand side. After simplifying, you multiply these terms by 2, add and subtract all the powers together, you will get something like this, equal to, and what is the left hand side after multiplying this with this? I'll write it down. So the left hand side is this: 16 n to the power 6 minus 168 n to the power 5 plus 649 n to the power 4 minus 1263 n cube plus 1405 n square minus 924 n plus 249. So just this line I am leaving up to you. It's not that difficult. You multiply this with this, you'll get something like this on the right. And if you simplify this further, just multiplying by 2, adding all the like terms together, and you'll end up something here. You see what are we getting eventually? This is getting cancelled with this, this is getting cancelled with this, this is getting cancelled with this. So all the higher degree terms than 3 I mean, are all getting cancelled. So let's simplify. After simplifying, you see what am I getting? Minus 1188 n cube plus 1263 n cube. So 1263 minus 1188. We are getting 75 n cube, right? And then this n square with this n square, right? So what are we getting? 1180 minus 1405. So minus 1405 plus 1180. What are we getting? Minus 225 n square. For n, what are we getting? 924 minus 624, that is 300. So plus 300 n. And then minus 150, right, equals to 0. So we have arrived to this line. See, the idea was very simple, but it is just calculative, because that was the reciprocal equation. The first coefficient must be same as the last one, and the second last one must be same as the second one. Using these two equations to get an equation in n, and I am just simplifying this to a polynomial in n. You see, every term is getting divided by 25. So let's divide. So 25 3s are 25, how much? 9, right? 25 9s are 225, 25 12s are, and 25 6s are. It is again getting divided by 3. So n cube minus 3n square plus 12n, that means 4n minus 2 equals to 0. So we are getting this equation. With this equation we are supposed to find n. So let me write down the last equation again. So what was the last equation? The last equation is this: n cube minus 3n square I forgot, plus 4n minus 2. So this is a cubic equation in n. We don't have any general way of solving a cubic equation for the time being. So what we'll do? We'll use the method of substitution, or method of, what do you say, hit and trial method. Basically, you'll put some values of n and let's see whether it is giving us 0 or no. Put n equals to 1 here. So 1 minus 3 plus 4 minus 2. We are getting 0. So clearly n equals to 1 is a root. So see, finding one root is enough. Finding one root is enough because I want to find a substitution of the type x equals to my plus n. So any value, any one value of n and m will be enough. So don't go for solving this equation more. I just need one solution. One solution is this. If you want to get another solutions also, then divide by n minus 1 and so on. But that is not required, to be very honest, because I need one substitution of the form my plus n. So we're getting n equals to 1. So if n equals to 1, what will be the value of m? If n equals to 1, what will be the value of m? Right? So let's see. You can get the value of m from any one of this. Put here n equals to 1, okay? So 1 minus 7 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 13 is plus 7. 7 minus 12 is minus 5. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1. So m to the power 4 equals to 1. So m to the power 4 equals to 1. So we need one solution to this. You can choose either m equals to 1 or m equals to minus 1. We will not take the complex roots I and minus I. So we are getting two values. I am taking m equals to 1 only. So what is the substitution? So required substitution is of the form x equals to my plus n. That means the substitution is of the form y plus 1. The substitution is of the form y plus 1. Because the substitution was my plus n, m is 1, n is 1. So this is the substitution. Now, they had also asked us one more thing, you see. So the first question asked by them was this: find a substitution of the form this which will transform this equation into a reciprocal equation. So I know that which substitution will reduce this into a reciprocal equation? This substitution, y plus 1. Now utilize this to solve this equation. So how will you utilize this to solve this equation? You put the values of m and n here. So I am getting what here? 1. What is this? M is 1, n is 1. So 4 minus 7 is minus 3. And this is 1. So minus 3. Remember the coefficient. 1 minus 3. What is this? What is this? 6 minus 21. It is minus 15. Minus 15 plus 13 is minus 2. So minus 2. So what is eventually the equation that I am getting? I will not compute this 2 because this is the reciprocal equation. So this is same as this and this is same as this. So with this proper substitution, what is the reciprocal equation that I am getting? So therefore, I am getting y to the power 4 minus 3y cube plus 2y square, and the coefficient will now repeat in the same manner. That means 3y plus 1. So I know how to solve this reciprocal equation. This is in the standard form. Keep that in mind. You know how to solve a reciprocal equation in standard form. We're keeping these two together, keeping these two together, and keeping this together alone, right? Divide by y square. It is y square plus 1 by y square minus 3. Divide by y square, 1 plus 1 by y minus 2 equals to 0. Put t equals to y plus 1 by y. This, the value of this will be t square minus 2 minus 3t minus 2 equals to 0. T square minus 3t minus 4 equals to 0. This can be factorized t. So 4 minus 1, 4. 1 equals to 0. So what are the values of t that I am getting? T equals to 4 or minus 1. Once t equals to 4 or minus 1, let's solve for y. So y plus 1 by y plus 1 by y is either 4 or y plus 1 by y is minus 1. So you'll get two values of y will be obtained from here and 2 will be obtained from here by solving a quadratic equation again. I'll simply write down the values of y, what's what I'm getting. So from here I'm getting y equals to 2 plus minus root 3, that is up to you, and from here I'm getting y equals to minus half plus minus root 3 by 2i. Right? So what are the roots of the original equation? So therefore the roots of the given equation, you see, the roots will be y plus 1. So the roots to this equation plus 1. So I'll just add the roots by 1. If I'm adding here 1, what I'm getting? 3 plus minus root 3. And let's add 1 here. So this will become plus half plus minus I root 3 or root 3 by 2. So this is the root of the original equation. These are the roots of the original equation. That means the question was, using a proper substitution of the form my plus n, you reduce that into a reciprocal equation, solve the values of m and n using the conditions obtained from the reciprocal equation, then solve that reciprocal equation. Once we have solved the reciprocal equation, and then the roots of the original equation will be plus 1 of to the roots of this equation. So this is my roots of the original equation. So the original equation was not a reciprocal equation, but it was reduced to a reciprocal equation, and then we got the solution. Did you understand? This is a very big question, I know, but this is important. At times this may be given in your exams. Do you have any doubts?